Have you ever thought about what happens inside your body just after you finish a meal? I'm not talking about what you eat. We've all heard plenty about cutting sugar, eating more greens, and watching our portions. But very few people talk about what comes next. The 30 minutes after eating. And yet, this short window may quietly decide how strong you'll feel tomorrow and how many healthy years you have ahead. You see, as we get older, our digestion becomes more sensitive. Our energy shifts. The habits we once overlooked can either support us or slowly chip away at our strength. And here's the surprising part. Many of us are unknowingly doing things right after eating that stress our heart, confuse our digestion, and even affect how well we sleep or think. But don't worry, today we're going to fix that. In this video, I'll share 5 common habits that you should avoid doing right after a meal, especially if you're over 60. These aren't extreme rules or medical jargon, just real, easy-to-understand adjustments that help your body function at its best. One of these might surprise you. Another might explain why you've been feeling a little bloated or low on energy lately. And by the end, you'll walk away with the kind of practical wisdom that quietly protects your long-term health without needing pills, gym routines, or diets. If that sounds good to you, stay with me until the end. You may find that the secret to aging well isn't only in what you put on your plate, but in what you choose to do next. Ready? Let's begin. 1. Don't lie down right after eating. Lying down after a meal might seem like a harmless habit, especially if your legs are tired or your back needs a break. But the truth is, your body isn't asking to rest just yet. It's asking for your support. Right after you eat, your digestive system kicks into full gear. The food you've just enjoyed begins its journey down the esophagus, into the stomach, and then through your intestines. And believe it or not, gravity plays a major role in that process. When you lie down immediately after eating, especially in a flat or reclined position, you disrupt the natural flow of digestion. Your stomach acid, which is meant to stay in your stomach, can start creeping upward into your esophagus. That's when acid reflux shows up, a burning sensation, pressure in your chest, or even that awful taste that ruins your nap or evening. Over time, this seemingly small habit can lead to much bigger problems like inflammation, poor nutrient absorption, and long-term damage to your esophageal lining. I remember speaking with a man named Frank. He's 72, retired, and used to head straight for his recliner after dinner. "I've earned it," he'd joke. But he didn't realize that his afternoon heartburn and bloating were connected to that very routine. When he simply began staying upright for 30 minutes after eating, everything changed. His digestion improved, the heartburn stopped, and he even felt more energized. The solution isn't about giving up comfort. It's about changing how you find it. You can still relax, read a book, chat with someone you love, or enjoy a cup of tea. Just stay upright. Ideally, you should wait at least 30 minutes before lying down, and 60 minutes if you've had a heavy meal. It's such a small act, but it tells your body, "I'm with you, I've got your back." Because the truth is, your digestion doesn't stop when you put your fork down. It's only just begun. So give it the posture, the space, and the time it needs. And over time, you'll feel the difference, not just in your gut, but in your energy, your mood, and your comfort after every meal. Let's move on to the next big mistake most people don't even realize they're making. 2. Don't go for a brisk walk or exercise right after eating. You might think taking a walk right after a meal is a smart, healthy move. After all, movement is good for digestion, right? Well, yes and no. The truth is, your body needs movement, but it also needs the right kind of movement at the right time. and jumping into physical activity too soon after eating could actually do more harm than good, especially as we age. Here's what's happening inside your body. After a meal, your digestive system becomes the main focus. Blood flow is redirected to your stomach and intestines to break down and absorb nutrients. Your body shifts into what's called the rest and digest mode. It's a time when everything slows down internally, so your organs can focus on converting your food into energy. Now, if you jump up and start walking briskly, or worse, doing chores or climbing stairs, your body is suddenly pulled in two directions. Your muscles demand blood flow to keep moving, but your digestive system needs it to process food. That internal tug-of-war forces both systems to operate below their full potential. The result? You might feel bloated, sluggish, or tired. Worse, your digestion slows down, which can lead to discomfort and poor nutrient absorption over time. Take Carol, a 68-year-old woman who loved staying active. She used to power walk right after dinner, thinking it would help her stay trim. But she started feeling dizzy, tired, and bloated afterward. Once she started waiting 30 to 45 minutes before walking, her symptoms faded, her energy returned, and she actually enjoyed her walks more. The solution isn't to stop moving, it's to move gently and with intention. After a meal, try light activity instead, slowly clearing the table, swaying to music, or taking a calm, easy-paced walk around your home. These gentle movements support digestion rather than interrupt it. If you want to go for a proper walk or light workout, give your body that 30-minute buffer. Let digestion start working. Let your blood flow settle. You'll not only feel better, you'll function better. This tiny adjustment in your routine may be the difference between building up energy and unknowingly draining it. When your body tells you it needs a moment, listen. It's not about slowing down. It's about moving smarter. Let's keep going. 3. Avoid drinking large amounts of cold water right after a meal. It's one of those habits that feels harmless, refreshing even. You finish a meal and instinctively reach for a tall glass of ice-cold water, especially on a warm day. That chilled drink can feel like the perfect end to a good meal. But here's something most people don't realize. Chugging cold water right after eating might quietly sabotage your digestion, especially as we get older. Let's break it down. When you eat, your stomach begins a complex process of breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and moving everything along your digestive tract. This process relies on warmth. Literally, enzymes that help digest food function best at your body's natural temperature. When you introduce a sudden rush of cold water, it cools down your stomach and slows those enzymes down. What's more, cold water can cause the blood vessels in your digestive tract to constrict. That reduces circulation right when your body needs it most, to help absorb nutrients and push digestion forward. And if your meal includes fats, those fats can start to harden in the cooler environment, making them tougher to digest. The result? Bloating, sluggish digestion, and discomfort you may not link to your water at all. For someone in their 20s or 30s with a strong metabolism, the body might bounce back quickly. But as we age, everything, digestion, circulation, even enzyme function, becomes more sensitive. That means something as simple as the temperature of your drink can have a noticeable impact. Sam, a 74-year-old retired mechanic, used to keep a thermos of ice water next to his plate at every meal, but he constantly felt bloated afterward and often experienced afternoon fatigue. His doctor suggested a small change: switch to room temperature or warm water with meals. Within a week, Sam noticed he felt lighter, more comfortable, and less tired. To be clear, Water itself is essential after eating. It helps move food through your system and supports nutrient absorption. But the key is how and what temperature you drink it. Instead of gulping down a full glass of ice water, try sipping slowly on warm or room temperature water. Herbal teas like ginger, chamomile, or peppermint are great options. They actually help soothe the stomach and support digestion. This isn't about being strict or extreme. It's about making a gentle shift that aligns with what your body needs as it changes. And over time, that small change could protect your gut, improve how you absorb nutrients, and help you feel better after every meal. Let's move on. 4. Don't shower or bathe immediately after eating. For many people, especially in their 60s, 70s, or beyond, taking a warm shower after a meal feels like a relaxing ritual. It's comforting. It soothes stiff joints. It signals the start of winding down for the day. But what if that calming routine is actually putting silent stress on your digestive system? Here's what most people don't realize. When you bathe, especially in warm or hot water, your body begins to redirect blood flow toward the skin. It's your natural response to temperature regulation. Your circulatory system shifts into action to cool you down and balance your internal heat. That sounds harmless, right? But think about what your body is already doing just after you eat. It's in the middle of something very important: digestion. That means it needs blood flow directed toward the stomach, liver, pancreas, and intestines. That's how your food gets broken down and your nutrients get absorbed. Now, suddenly, you're standing in a warm shower, and your body has to make a choice: send blood to the skin to cool off, or keep it flowing toward your digestive organs. Guess what usually wins? The skin. That shift may seem small, but over time it adds up, especially if your circulatory system isn't as quick to adapt as it once was. The result: slower digestion, more bloating, fatigue, sometimes even a slight feeling of dizziness or nausea after a bath. And it's not your age that's the problem. It's the timing. Helen, a 76-year-old grandmother, used to shower right after dinner. She thought it helped her fall asleep faster, but she started noticing that she would often wake up bloated or with an unsettled stomach. When her doctor suggested delaying her showers for just 30 to 45 minutes after eating, the difference was immediate. Her sleep improved, her digestion felt easier, and her evenings became far more peaceful. The fix is simple. Give your body that brief window to focus fully on digestion before switching gears. Let your stomach do its job without competition. You don't have to skip the shower. Just wait a little, read a book, enjoy a quiet moment, or listen to music while you digest. Respecting this small rhythm of your body is a quiet act of self-care. It's not a sacrifice. It's a smarter way to support the systems that are already working hard for you every single day. Let's move forward. 5. Don't dive into problem-solving or stressful tasks right after eating. Picture this. You've just finished your meal and the table is still warm. Your body is finally starting to relax. And then, without thinking, you grab your mail and open a medical bill. Scroll through stressful news on your phone, or dive into a heated conversation with a family member. It seems harmless, but this common habit can quietly undo the restorative power of your meal. You see, your body isn't just digesting food, it's digesting the entire experience around it. That includes your emotional state. After a meal, your body wants to shift into the rest and digest mode, driven by the parasympathetic nervous system. It's a peaceful, healing state where your heart rate slows, your gut gets to work, and nutrients are absorbed most efficiently. But when you introduce stress, whether it's through negative emotions, mental overload, or even mentally taxing tasks like budgeting or paperwork. You flip a switch. Your body reverts into fight or flight mode. Stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline flood your system. And when that happens, digestion slows down, nutrient absorption drops, blood sugar levels rise, your stomach tightens. Your mind may feel foggy. Over time, these patterns can contribute to metabolic issues, weight gain, and even memory decline. I met Thomas, an 80-year-old retired engineer, who used to make phone calls and go over his finances immediately after lunch. He thought he was being efficient, but he couldn't understand why he always felt bloated, tired, and even irritable after meals. His doctor couldn't find a physical cause, but when Thomas started eating without distractions and waited 30 minutes before engaging with stress-inducing tasks, his digestion improved and his afternoon energy returned. This doesn't mean you need to live in silence after every meal, but it does mean giving yourself a protected window, a sacred 30-minute pause, where your only job is to be. Let your food settle. Sit by a window. Listen to calming music. Talk about something light. Breathe. These moments of peace are not luxuries. They are necessities. Your body thrives when it's not forced to multitask under pressure. And the older we get, the more important this becomes. So, next time you finish a meal, don't race into your to-do list. Give your body and your brain a moment to receive the nourishment fully. A little calm now creates a lot more clarity and health later. Conclusion. Now that we've walked through these 5 common habits, lying down too soon, exercising too quickly, drinking cold water in large amounts, taking a shower immediately after eating, and jumping into stress or problem solving, it's clear that longevity isn't just about what we eat. It's also about what we do after we eat. That quiet 30-minute window holds so much more power than most people realize. Our bodies are constantly communicating with us, asking for rest, balance, rhythm. And yet, it's easy to ignore those signals in the rush of daily life. But when we slow down, when we align our actions with our body's natural process, something remarkable happens. Digestion improves, sleep deepens, energy returns, and a deep, grounded sense of wellness begins to take root. So, let today be a small turning point. You don't need to change everything all at once. Just choose one habit to let go of and replace it with something softer, something wiser. Sit up after your meal. Wait a little longer before that walk. Swap the ice water for something warm. Choose stillness instead of stress. Because in these small moments, in the 30 minutes after every meal, you're not just helping your digestion. You're helping your body age with grace. You're extending your vitality. You're giving yourself a better chance to live not just longer, but better. Thank you for being here. If this message resonated with you, please leave a comment below, sharing one habit you're ready to change. Your voice might be the encouragement someone else needs today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more wellness tips designed with your life stage in mind. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, especially after meals. Your future self will thank you for it.